Am I the only one that's ready to get started talking about some training? I think we have good training for you guys tonight, right? It's gonna be looking at am I wait a minute, training fireball? Yeah, six, 5 or 6.
This is 5, part 3.
Oh, got 3 parts to 5. Y'all getting like a almost a sequel to the sequel. How about that? All right, so let's get into it. And the first thing we do, like always, we go to barber so we can stay compliant and get our most important business out the way. So, Barbara, are you ready for us?
Yes, sir. Here's our disclaimer for futures and commodities one-on-one trading group. Trading and investing carries a high level of risk. You could lose some or all of your investment. Trading commodities or any other financial instrument may not be suitable for all investors. Before deciding to trade, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. We accept no liability for any losses or damages you may incur. This means you alone are responsible for your actions in any trading or investing activities.
Thank you, Barbara. Now we get to the part where we get into our important quizzes. Um, Barbara, can we can pull on you one more time when it comes to the quizzes? Well,
Yes, sir.
what I
So,
want to say before we jump into that is everybody aware that we have had some we've had some kids, some young kids join our group and take this course before. Everybody know that our
Yeah.
youngest student to take this course was 10 years old, and now that he's back trading again.
I
Did
thought you were
everybody see?
talking about me.
Oh yeah, well you too. But did everybody see that he was back trading now? He's 16 years old now. He's still in love with trying to put his money to work, and he got back trading and doing well. So when we say that this course has been designed in a way where even a child could learn, we truly mean that. It's something that a child can learn. That's the way we put this together. Most important thing you want to understand is I don't want you guys to be hard on yourself to the point of thinking that this is something you can't do because little Jaden is showing you that this is something that anybody can do. All right. I just wanted to point that out. Make sure we we're not being hard on ourselves, but we actually believing in ourselves. So, Barbara, did we give you enough time to grab those quizzes?
yes, sir, I have them ready for you. The
Okay.
first quiz question: a uptrend is established by a series of lower highs and lower lows. A, false. B, true. C, not sure. A uptrend is established by a series of lower highs and lower lows. A, false. B, true. C, not sure.
Mm. Everybody gonna answer this one, Barbara.
Who knows the answer?
What? I thought the whole room would be a mutiny in that. We ain't got nobody understand this.
Exactly.
Read it
Nobody
again.
has the
Read it again, would
answer.
you? Read it again, would you?
A uptrend is established by a series of lower highs and lower lows. A, false. B, true. C, not sure.
We
Somebody
ain't
put
got
false. Kai
nobody
put
unmuted now.
false.
Huh?
Somebody else put false. Joanne put
False.
It's
A.
definitely false.
False.
Sorry about that. My electricity blinked. False. Yeah.
False.
Y'all saying it's false? Does anybody think that the answer is true? Or is there anyone that's not sure? So the whole room thinks it's false.
Sounds like
Okay.
false to me.
Well, who can tell me why that's false? Somebody I'm going to tell me why this is a false quiz. Are y'all with me today? I
Nobody
just talked
knows.
about anybody can do this.
Nobody
And that,
knows.
now nobody don't want to answer. Give me the answer.
What does an uptrend make? What does it make? Think about the direction it go in. What does it do?
Higher highs.
There
It
you
would make
go.
higher highs,
And what?
higher lows.
That's
There you
right.
go.
There you go. That's it.
That's, that's why the quiz is false, guys. The uptrend would not be going lower with it.
No,
Mm-mm.
Actually, all y'all had to do was just think about this from a standpoint of what direction, like Barbara said, what direction is the market going in? So how could this be a true quiz question? Yeah, just think about it. I'm not trying to trick y'all. I just want y'all to think. Good job. What we got next, Barbara?
The next one was a bonus question. Special
Mm,
prize to the person who was first with the correct answer. How many hits on the trend line do we watch for when a trend is being established?
I'm gonna say 3.
John said three. Three hits. Who else?
Three.
Steven said three. Anybody got something different? Let me say that the answer was three. We want to see three hits when we establishing the trend. And Barbara, man, I don't know if you was watching, but Alice won by seconds. Jamal was right behind. I mean, it was like boop,
I
boop.
know.
She barely beat Jamal on this
I
one.
know.
It's like they post was coming in the room at the same time.
Yeah, they both was right there neck and neck. I saw that.
Neck and neck. Wow. Great job, y'all. That was a bonus question with a cash prize of $50 to the winner. And we almost had a tie with Jamal and Alice, but she beat him by seconds.
All right.
So
Congratulations, Miss Alice.
congratulations.
You.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. The next question. What does each number represent in an uptrend? Be specific about what each number 1, 2, 3 represents. Let me read it again. What does each number represent in an uptrend? Be specific about what each number 1, 2, and 3 represents. All right.
Look, I may be right. I just put one is the start of the formation, 2 is resistance, your higher highs, and then 3 is support of a higher lows, and then
Man. John, can you repeat that again, man?
Please.
Can you say that again?
Number one is the start of the formation, which is support. Then two is resistance, higher highs, and then three is support or higher lows. And then after three hits, like I, I put on trend, buy above the two, which is resistance, and an uptrend for
Wow.
confirmation.
By George,
Let me,
I
let me,
think he's got it.
Got it.
wow. Hey, I want to say something on this, God. I want everybody to know that I, I saw all right, correct answers on this, but some of you got ahead of what we went over as far as on the trainings. But you are all correct with the stuff you said because there's a lot attached to the one, two, and three, not just support and resistance. But that's what I was looking for because that's what we covered on the call. The, the number one would have been support in the uptrend, and number two would have been resistance, and then number three would have been another level of support, like John said. But you all are correct with the entries and the targets. All that's correct. We just haven't went over that yet. So um, want y'all to know you still gave correct answers. Just just some of y'all already been through this training, so y'all was a little ahead on what we talked about. But man, that was good right there. Matter of fact, after I posted that, I even said I said I should have made that the bonus question. Yeah, yeah, I should have switched that around. Good job, good job. So um, let's see what we got, Barbara. I know we got on the charts, right? And another thing too, y'all, cause we talked about this. We this happened on our last series. Wanted us to get into 50% retracement when we got to the charts because we try to teach you all to look at that first when we go over the chart. So we need to get to that training um, real soon. But what we got tonight, Barbara? You said part three of,
Yes. Let me
of
choose.
training number five.
Yes. So this is still on the trends. This one is on the downtrends. This lesson can be found in lesson 3 in the manual futures and commodities.
Okay.
All right, guys, we got a retreat coming up April. Before you know it, it'll be here. Every year we have a wonderful turnout. Everyone has a great learning experience, and we share a lot of ideas with each other. And we learn from one another things that we didn't know before we got to the retreat. It's April 30th through May 2nd. We will have a special guest, someone that is from the industry that's going to be there. So you want to be there in Gilbert, Arizona. If you hadn't registered, we have a payment plan that you could use. Mr. Johnny is going to be mentoring and teaching, Eric McBride along with Delvin. And we want everyone there that is able to come. Please join us in Arizona for our 2026 Travel and Trade Retreat. All
It's
right.
gonna be right. It's gonna be right here at the house, Barbara.
It's going to be right there. Yes,
Right here
it
at the
is.
house again. And
Yes.
it's 80 something degrees right now with 90s coming during the week. So
Very
what you think it's
beautiful
gonna be
weather.
like in April?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
nice
you
weather
want
there.
you want to be here. I want you in the house. So
Yeah, yeah. Take your business to the
I
next
will be
step.
there.
And it's going to be a special strategy taught there that's never been taught on this call that you can only get if you come in Arizona. I promise you it works. You don't want to miss it. It's something very special that Delvin's never ever mentioned and talked about. That if you really want to take your business to another level, you really want to learn different market strategies, this is the retreat that you want to be at. So, but you got to be in Arizona. You gotta be in the building.
And if you want to make some money,
Yeah, you want to make some money, you gotta come to
I'm
Arizona.
coming back to make some money, to
That's
learn it.
right, John.
I'm gonna build the skill set. Look, I came to the first one, so I mean, again, I understand it. I just got to brush up and really get down into this stuff, and then just do the paper trading for 60 days, that's 30 days, and then just enter the market. So I'm looking forward to it. I got everything
Yes.
100% done. Plane ticket, where I'm just everything. So I'm on my
All
way.
right. All right.
Let's start
Excellent.
out, man. That- That's what
Well,
you
the
got to
next,
do. That's what you got to do. You know what?
You just got to decide. That's all, and just do it.
yeah,
Yeah, I've had so many people say, not just to me, but they said it to other people. But so many people say they just everybody learns the way they learn, and some people say they learn better in person,
yeah.
and
That's the difference.
that it clicked better for them in person. But like Barbara said, we are gonna have a lot of focus on the strategy that we don't talk about or go over on these calls, and everybody see that amazing book that's on the screen. It's not even in the book, so you're gonna
Exactly.
get this. You're gonna get this strategy, get the training, and learn it at the retreat. It's gonna be special for those who actually make the commitment to come to the retreat. And yeah, it's another way to add another arsenal to your skill set when it comes to trading. So I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's go.
All right, you guys. Y'all guys want to get this book if you can see it on the screen. You want to get this book. I want y'all to
Yeah,
have this book. It's one
gotta
thing
have
for
this
you
book.
to come on a class, but you need something you can go by. What we teach here, what the mentors teach you every Sunday night, we get out of this book. And we go over some things that's not in the book to just help you and enhance you in knowledge. So you want to get this book. It's very helpful. This represents over 30 some years of delving what he learned from his mentor. Is all in this one textbook. And so we want you to get it. If you have, leave us a review. If you have not, if you're going to get the book, please go back and leave us a review. It would really help us if you would be willing to do that. And we appreciate every person that purchases this book. And buy it for your family. Think about your kids, your grandkids, your nieces and nephews who you might want to bless to learn about the marketplace and to learn a business, because this is something that has no age barrier. A child learned this. Somebody in their 80s trades. So it doesn't have any age barrier. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about who can I, gift this to, other than myself. Because Delvin is the type of person, he wants everybody to learn this. He's willing to help people, so he don't make it all be about himself. He's always reaching out, trying to, help people learn about the business. Same thing with Mr. Johnny. They put a lot of time into other people. So we want you to do the same thing. So we thank you for those who have already purchased. All right, we got to take care of a little housekeeping, and that would be the CME Group. They're the biggest exchange in the world. We use their videos and a lot of their education, and they're connected to Bar Chart and so many different exchanges. You're welcome to have a free account with them as well. And barchart.com is the other leading provider that we use for commodities data. That's our go-to platform that we go to learn and to study the charts. And Bar Chart has a lot of information up there. So if you haven't opened up your free Bar Chart account, please do so today. It only takes about a minute, not even a minute really, to get started. So we want you to do that. All right, let's get into tonight's lesson, understanding the downtrend.
Well, Bob, I heard you say something. We was talking before tonight class got started. And I heard you say something about when the market going down, everybody's losing their money. Is that what you said?
The only people that are losing money when the market goes down are those that are going long. Those that are trading in the opposite direction. You can go either long or short. If you're going long and the market is going down, you're losing money. But if you are going in the same direction, which is going short as the downtrend, you are profiting. You're in profit. And
Oh,
that is a proven fact. You just want, like Delvin said, you just want price to be moving. That's what
okay.
matters.
Thank you for clearing it up. I was getting nervous because I don't a downtrend man. I'm losing my money. Oh, okay. Everybody clear on what Barbara just said. The only people that are losing when the market's trading down are the bulls. But we've been taught and programmed to think that when the market's going down, everybody's losing their money. And it's so untrue. Only the bulls are losing. The bears are winning. So downtrend is something that we learn and understand when we go through this class because it's just as beneficial to us as an uptrend. Johnny, you want to get us started in your normal fashion, or you want me to?
Um, I've got so much I want to say on this,
Yeah, go ahead.
and I don't even know where I want to start. Okay, so folks, last week we learned about an uptrend, right? If you buy low and sell high, you participated in a uptrend. But if you sell high and buy low, you're participating in a downtrend. All right. So um, I want to ask a question here. Um, how many people are involved in Bitcoin? How many people are involved in XRP? Okay. Uh, Unmute your mic. Tell
I'm
me
in
what
both of them.
okay. Um, everybody that you've heard talk about Bitcoin, it's going to where?
Well,
Where's it?
it's going down.
No. Where's it gonna go?
Oh, well, I don't know. They say it'll go to $200,000 or something like that, but
Right?
that's
What
what
about
people say.
XRP?
They saying that one will go. I'm not saying that much, but they saying that one will keep climbing as well. That's another one.
All right. So, um,
Sounds like fundamental people.
does it sound like fundamental people?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. Can I break protocol here and go to bar charts real quick
Where would you
and
like
go
to
to
go?
Bitcoin, please?
Okay. Oh,
Because I want you to know Bitcoin's everybody, we need to buy a Bitcoin. It's going to $1 million. It's going to 200,000, right? Can you go to uh it's got to be over a year chart. So, and I don't want to get political here, but folks, you got to understand th- uh, that when our when the elections changed, right? Um, we we got a new president in that's really uh, fantastic um, with cryptocurrency. Okay. Now I want you to look at that chart and tell me what you see.
Uh, I saw a downtrend, sideways channel, and a downtrend again. Looks like.
All right. Can you go to XRP, please?
For those of you who didn't know, XRP also trades in the futures market. So when we look at those micro and mini contracts, you'll notice there's an XRP futures contract too.
Okay. So what do you see here?
It's same. A little downtrend, kind of went up, then it went downtrend again.
Okay. So I don't care what people say. It doesn't matter. Look at the chart.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Now, when the chart changes, then it's time to look at getting back in. But until the chart changes, it doesn't make any sense to get back in. All right.
Right.
So let's go back to our lesson plan. So everybody that sold when it hit a 1, 2, 3 top and was short the market has been making money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's take a look at this. So I'm sorry, I didn't even look at the chart. Here it is, Bitcoin Micro.
Yeah, it's right in front of us. That's what
All right.
like the Bears are winning.
Now, but did we get um have we got a 1, 2, 3 bottom? Have we got a change?
Yes, it's uptrend now.
Okay. But so the downtrend was a series of lower highs and lower lows, or lower lows and lower highs, because it is going down. Okay.
I want to make sure I'm getting this. Is lower highs and lower lows?
Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Okay. So as it goes down, it hits support. It'll bounce back up, but it will not. The resistance is a lower resistance. So that means the sellers are in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if you can't see this, I mean, please tell me y'all can see it. All right. So here's a low and a new high, but it didn't break the old high. All right. A new low, a lower high, a lower low, right? A lower high, a lower low, a lower high, actually.
Yeah.
And it just keeps stair stepping down. And then guess what happens here? We got a new low and we got a higher high. Okay, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and a higher high.
And
Right? So
pass number 2, confirmation. Yeah.
that's 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Okay. So I want y'all to these charts are not hard to read. Just got to know what you're looking for. And I mean, people kept talking, oh man, you got to get into this, you know, Zab club because, you know, you're gonna, you know, we're making money on XRP. Well, guess what? XRP was going down, and the money you made got wiped out on the next downturn. Now, I'm not saying don't do it. That's not what I'm saying, guys. You know, what I'm saying is watch your market for an entry point, okay? Or if you're in the market and it turns down on you, then get stopped out, get out. And you know, if you can trade the futures, then you can trade that downtrend. You can sell a contract. So I want to tell you what I'm talking about. I want to bring it home. I got cattle out here. Okay. My mama cows have baby calves. I can't take those calves to market because they're not at weight yet. But what I can do is I can sell if the market is high. I can sell that calf crop for future delivery and either deliver those calves when market comes, if the market's lower, or I can buy that contract back and take the profit from there.
So Johnny, you locking in the price when the market is high.
I locked my price in when it was high.
I hope everybody understands that. Very good, very good.
All
Awesome,
right.
Johnny.
Next. Okay, so basically, folks, everything we learned last week, invert it, right? Understand that lower lows means lower support, lower highs, lower resistance. Speaking of, you guys got to take care of it. I got a call here.
Okay, very good, very good. So, Barbara,
Hello?
Would you like to cover this one?
Yes. So lower lows would be what's known as the number two on the chart. So this occurs, lower low occurs when the current price on the chart is lower than the previous price on the chart. What Mr. Johnny marked up, he put something right there. So this is a lower low. It's steady making lower lows all the way down. So these are the lower lows. You notice this price is lower than this price. This price lower than this one. This price lower than this one. The current price is always lower than the previous price. And this occurs on the bottom side of the chart. And this is where your number twos are at on the chart. So this is the understanding of a lower low, because it just gets lower in price all the way down until it eventually changes direction, like it did down here at the bottom, right here, and it began to come back up, making your number twos now up top. It just reversed, and your number threes are under the bottom in the uptrend. But in the downtrend, your number threes, they're all up top, number three. So to help you remember the difference.
Basically, about what you're saying is resistance becomes support, and support becomes resistance at some point.
Exactly. What's your resistance in your number two in the uptrend is your support in the number two in the downtrend. They just become opposite. Support becomes resistance, resistance becomes support.
Right. All right. All right. What's the down? What does the downtrend make? The number one in a downtrend. This is the highest price on the chart and is part of the resistance zone on the chart. It is the starting point for your trend. Everybody understands that. When we look at the chart, we can see where the highest price is on the chart because the chart is going to point it out to us. This is going to be the highest price that's on that chart, meaning this is the resistance, the ceiling on that chart. And this is where it starts in the very beginning of the start for that trend. When it starts to make a downtrend, it starts from that point. So, very self explanatory. I hope everybody understands that. Anything you want to say on this, Barbara? We want to move on.
No, we can move on.
Now, on the higher lows, understand this. When the market is trading and going down, momentum is trading down. Look at it and think of it like some stairs, some steps. The market is going to be starting to make a series of lows. The highs are going to get lower, and then you'll see another high, a lower high than the previous high, and then another high that's going to be lower than the other high. It's going to continue to trade down, and you'll see the highs for the day continue to start trading lower and lower, and this is establishing a downtrend. We need to understand that when a trend is being established, whether it's up or down, the support and resistance is going to start to move in a certain direction depending on the trend. And you just need to understand that there's going to be higher highs and higher lows in the uptrend, and there's going to be lower highs and lower lows in the downtrend. So we talked about in the quiz, some of you talked about entry and exit, and we're going to get into that, and that's going to play a part in this too. But now just understand how the trend gets established and how we have a downtrend and how we have an uptrend. And this is basically the definition of how both of those trends are established. If you were to go look up online and Google how does a downtrend or uptrend gets established, that's exactly what it's going to tell you. And that's the main thing we're trying to make sure you get by learning this downtrend and uptrend. Once you understand and able to recognize the trend on the chart, the whole lot of the chart work is going to start to make sense to you. So just know that in a downtrend, You're going to see lower highs and lower lows, and this is establishing a downtrend. But the highs are going to be lower than the previous high, and it's going to continue to keep duplicating that. Anything you want to add, Barbara?
No, you pretty much covered it.
Okay. Any charts you want to look at? Um,
Do you have one
Okay,
in particular?
there's, can we go to, uh, um, I don't know, oil, or let's go to live cattle.
I tell you, when I looked at recently, Johnny, it was the dollar, man.
Yeah.
It kind of had an example of both of them, up and down on it. But let's look at cattle first.
Okay.
Give me a year's chart or,
Yes, sir.
Are we looking at live or feeder? Which one? Oh, live.
it doesn't matter. They're all both pretty close.
Okay.
Okay. Cattle has been in a big uptrend. So the what I'd like for you to do, if you don't mind, can you draw me a trend line on that first trend?
All the way from the bottom down there, Johnny?
Yeah. Okay, so um, the key that we want to look at here is that how many times does it touch the trend line going up? Now, if you move that down, that you'll see that it touches many times. Um, there you go. Okay. And so what we try to say is that when the trend established a trend is when it touches 3 times. Now, I know that this isn't, you only see it touch well, actually you do see it touch 3 times. You know, two at the very first and one at the third. All right. And then the other thing we're going to see on this chart is that it hit a high in October. Yeah, in October 2025. All right. And then it actually gapped down. But so when we look at a chart like this, we see a couple of things. One, whenever we look at a chart, we look to see if it does a 50% retracement, which you can see right off looking at it that after the 1, 2, 3 top, it came down and hit a 50% retracement. All right. and then it changed directions again and started a new uptrend. Okay. So when we look at trading, we look at new lows, 1, 2, 3 bottom, an uptrend, followed by 1, 2, 3 top, downtrend. Our goal is a 50% retracement. I don't know if you can do that real quick. I know you can.
We're gonna be covering this real soon, y'all. So
Okay. So this actually did a 75% retracement, right? And then it started a new uptrend. Okay. So for me, okay, um, in this market, um, I wanted, when this thing got, well, let me tell you something else about there's some other fundamental information that usually comes down. Uh, guess what happens in October and November, um, for many, many, many cow-calf operations? Can somebody give me a guess? Come on, somebody.
Probably sell your cattle.
I
Is it in
sell my
October?
calves.
Calves, yeah, okay.
All right. So all of a sudden, there's an influx of calves into the feeder market. All right. There's other things that go on here, but we know there's an influence on things that's going down. I can tell you some other fundamental stuff. Uh, the president, uh, well, because of the screw worm, they blocked cattle from Mexico, and then all of a sudden the president announced that he was going to buy or open up markets to where we could bring cattle in from Argentina and Brazil, which crushed the market. All right. So there's other fundamental information that can come in. But guess what? This chart just verified it, right? Whether we have that fundamental information or not, it gave me a 1, 2, 3 top and told me to get out, right? It did its 50% retracement. And guess what? It gave me a 1, 2, 3 to get back in. Okay. So I hope this kind of tells you why and how we look at the charts to figure out what is the next move. Because none of us can tell you for certain which way where the market's going to be in 6 months. Okay. But guess what? You see that down move from the 1, 2, 3 top to the 75% retracement? Look at the time frame. Okay. You can bet that the next movement is going to mirror that in time. Okay. So if we look at that next time frame, have we moved into a sideways trough, or are we still in an uptrend? Can we continue to, if we got into the 1, 2, 3 bottom there, can we continue into this market? And the answer, if you're delving right, if you're in this trade, you'll tighten up your stop and you'll get stopped out when it tells you it's time to get out. But you'll ride this uptrend as long as you can run it. But you'll limit your risk with your stop loss. I hope that made sense to you folks.
Awesome, Johnny. Awesome.
Could you go over where is the 1, 2, 3 top and 1, 2, 3 bottom that he was referring to, please?
Okay, you want to mark the 1, 2, 3 top. So just give a 2 and a 3.
See that now, Kai?
Yes, thank you. Because I thought he was talking about over the line going up, but then he was referring to that thing this over here, so it kind of threw me off. Was
Mm-hmm.
what he was referring to. Okay.
But you clear on both of them, the bottom and the top? Okay.
I have a quick question on this chart,
Come
if
on,
I'm
Adam.
allowed to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Up there, right below that 1 and 3 up there at the top, don't I see a gap?
Yes, ma'am.
So sooner or later, will it go up and cover the gap or not?
Typically, yes. Okay, so let me ask you a question. We're sitting today, we're not in the market. Is this a market we should get into or not get into?
Well, I was thinking sooner or later it's going to go up and cover that gap, but I don't know. That's why I want to be sure.
I think we're going to cover this later. But the deal is what we talk about here is we talk about risk management and what is our potential gain versus our risk for loss. All right. So, yes, we could go up and cover that gap, right? We might make a new 1, 2, 3 high or top. But the amount of profit potential left in this trade could be limited. So maybe it's one we shouldn't get into and we should go look at another commodity until it comes up and establishes a for sure uh, you know, trend. I hope that I know that just confused everybody.
Or it may establish eventually another bottom, go up, come down, and then hit a downtrend again. So it may do the 1, 2, 3 and then come back down.
That's correct because it's always cyclical.
Yeah. But to me, yeah, I would say it's already you passed one gap, but I don't. Yeah, it's not as enough profit to me. I would say to look for another chart. That's what I would say too.
That's where we got patience comes
Yeah.
in. I got
Yep.
money in my pocket. It's
Yeah.
burning a hole. Be patient. Let's make sure, you know, let's, and like I said, it's always easy to trade this after the fact.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I know where I should have got in. I know where I should have got out,
Right.
you know. Doggone it, missed it again, you know. But we're going to cover how to enter a trade and exit a trade here shortly. But the main thing is to be able to recognize trends, whether it be an uptrend, a downtrend, or a sideways channel. All right, that's everything I had to say.
When you talk about being patient, Johnny, that's one of our rules, right? Uh,
Absolutely.
As we close it out, go out, I want to look at the trade that our young king took. And look at that butter cash, Barbara. Can you pull that chart up so we can kind of look at what our young 16-year-old trader was looking at?
Oh yeah, butter. I saw that. Is it butter? Yeah, butter. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We switched over to the April contract because of the fact that all the open interest and volume was moving over to the April from the March contract as we get close to expiration. So, as y'all saw, that the whole family was trading butter. But let's look at the chart.
Well, they making cakes and cookies. What's going on? I'm just messing.
So, I want y'all to take a look at the fact that we had a sideways channel going on at first, and the market broke out of sideways channel, and our own Dr. Melville caught that trade. She caught the breakout out of the sideways channel down at the bottom and went long butter. Had a real nice profitable trade. I think it was about $2,000 something dollars, wasn't it,
Yeah.
John? Barbara?
Mm-hmm. It
Yeah,
was 2000 something.
and some of us was waiting on the 1, 2, 3 bottom, and it broke out of the channel, and Dr. Mel caught the sideways channel, but we waited on the 1, 2, 3 bottom, which was kind of funny looking 1, 2, 3 bottom, but nevertheless, we had a number one down there at that channel, and then we traded up there and made a number two, as you can see. Yeah, and then we traded down and made a number three from there. And does everybody see where the market traded up and confirmed? Right there where Baba put that second number two at.
Mm-hmm.
This where the trade was entered at. Then it went down. But where would the stop loss would have been? Y'all see it? Barbara's helping y'all out. You see it?
It'd be number 3. Yeah.
Below the number three.
Yeah.
So the market didn't trade below the number three. So our young king was still in the trade. And then the market turned back around and did what?
Went right back up. Yeah, number 2.
It went back up. But then you see why it was doing that. What were the highs doing? The highs were doing what?
Uh,
Well,
higher
well,
highs.
there you go, John. The highs were making higher highs.
Yeah, that's a little bit
But
up.
but like Johnny talked about being patient, he was patient enough to stay in the trade and wait for it to come back and become profitable again. And then tighten up the stop loss and got stopped out with a profit. But that's that's learning the course and then following the rules and sticking to it. Being patient, using your stop loss, and knowing to take profit, walk away with a profitable trade. But I wanted to just take a look at that and also show you that it was making higher highs in the same process. He got in a 1, 2, 3 bottom and had a profitable trade. Everybody see that?
Mm. Yep.
That's how it's done. So let's open it up for Q&A. If we got any questions or comments about what we went over tonight, uh, please answer. Feel free to ask your question or any comment. If you're not in our Telegram group, I want to invite you to come be a part of the Telegram group where we post the quizzes at. Anything else, we try to stay in touch with and connect to that. So the floor is open for any questions or comments. No question is a dumb question. No questions or comment.
I have a
Everybody.
question. It's not about this. Is the book, the hard copy and the ebook, or was there an advantage to having one of the other, or does it matter?
So I know Jamal mentioned that he had the ebook, and I think John Muhammad said they had the ebook. But that's a digital copy.
Mm,
Okay, so I don't know how they feel about it, what their comment would be about the ebook, but the hard copy is the more durable copy. That's gonna have be more durable and longer lasting. Okay.
mm,
And then you have the paperback, which is gonna be a softer cover. You follow me? And just know it's always best to check around on the different sites because some will have the book on sale and some won't. I know Amazon runs a sale a lot. Walmart, they tend to have it on sale more than Barnes and Noble.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Was that correct, Barbara? Did I
That's
tell?
correct. Yes, that's correct. Looks like Steve has his hand up.
Okay.
May I ask your question, Steve?
Yes, yes. Good evening, everybody. Mr. Delvin, I'm part of Johnny's crypto group.
Okay.
One of his regular members. I've been absent from you guys more than I have attended,
Mhm.
but I am interested. I'm gonna start and I'm gonna do better. Johnny keep hitting me in the head. I'm in Texas down here. He can't get to me, but we're all good. Uh, I have a quick question about the last trade that you showed,
Mhm.
where they made a very good profit.
Mhm.
I was looking at the graph and trying to understand what it was about looking at that particular graph where it was a sideways channel before it went up. How you would have determined that this was a good candidate to invest in?
You talking about from the sideways channel?
Yes, sir. Before it went up.
Okay. Okay. Barbara, can you pull up? You mind if we go back to the chart? See, we're gonna go back and look at it. So I
Hmm.
won't be. All right. So
Right, right. So the first one, as it was going from that point, looking at that before it moved, and then as it moved sideways, how would you determine that maybe this would be a good one to take on?
Okay, this is a great
Yes,
question.
sir.
Great question. I want you to know we have a system that we use that we follow when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
all three of the formations that we trade.
All right.
And when it comes to the sideways channel, we haven't gotten into um, how we would trade the formations, completely yet. We still got a lot to cover. So you're in at the right time as you came back. But just to answer your question, when it comes to seeing a sideways channel on the chart, the way that we trade that is we want to be at home when it breaks out of that channel. It's either going to break out to the upside or the downside, right?
Yes, sir.
We don't know which way it's going to break out of the channel, but we can be at home, meaning we can have an order already in place to enter the market if it breaks out to the upside. And we can have an order in place to enter the market if it breaks out to the downside. Either way, our order is going to get filled. One of them's going to get filled.
Mm.
We're going to catch that breakout. We'll be there when it breaks out. And we can cancel the other order or we can use it for the stop loss. Does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
So we see a channel like this, we put two orders in, one to buy and one to sell. One of our orders going to get filled. In this particular case, it broke out to the upside, so the buy order got filled. And Dr. Miller got long butter from the breakout. You follow me?
Yes.
And that's how that particular trade happened for her. I think it was about, like John said, $2,500 profit. But what she did was got in position to catch the market when it broke out of that channel in either direction. Because, like Johnny said, we don't know what the market is going to do. But the way we trade the sideways channel, we at home no matter which way it breaks out. You with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Got it. I gotta get the book. I gotta get the book and start reading.
Yeah, definitely get the book, man. It goes into more detail than what I'm doing right here.
All right. Thank you very much. That makes sense.
Very welcome.
Hello, Brenda.
Hey, everybody. Sorry I missed the meeting. I was looking for some reason, I always think it starts at